Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm actually sharing a whole different journey with you guys. My TikTok is now going to be about classroom tips, classroom management, about SEL, Tier 1 interventions, all things that educators and inspiring educators would like to learn and need to learn. So I have a lot of notes here that I learned from my professors as well as my host teachers throughout my 4 years. I just graduated with my bachelor's of education or in education, and next year I'm actually getting my master's. So I have so much I got to share with you guys, some really important information. So take notes, listen up, because there's some really good stuff in here that I've learned throughout the years. So today I'm actually going to be talking about SEL and the 5 competencies, but I'm only talking about one in this video. The rest are going to be in different videos, as well as like classroom management, Tier 1 interventions, all the good stuff that teachers and inspiring teachers as well need to know. So I'm going to be reading off my notes. Sorry if I keep going up and down, but I just have a lot of good information. So SEL is also known as social emotional learning, and social and emotional learning is a vital part of creating a safe and engaging and supportive classroom. If you are an educator or an inspiring educator, please do not scroll. You would love to listen to this information. It's really important, and these things are some things that you might even use in your classroom. So I am going over one core competency. There's 5 total for SEL, and it's also for collaborative for academic, social, and emotional learning. SEL supports academic success as well as mental wellness and positive behavior and even stronger relationship skills. So information that I got from my professor and also my host teacher was that going over self-awareness is the ability to understand one's own emotions, thoughts, and values, and how they influence behavior across contexts. This includes capacities to recognize one's strengths and limitations with a well-grounded sense of confidence and purpose. So this may also look like being able to identify emotions, having an accurate self-perception, recognizing strengths, and also even possessing self-confidence. And self-awareness in classroom behavior. So students can struggle to identify how they are feeling. They can also act out in class because of a feeling, including feelings they are unaware of or cannot identify. And self-awareness includes the ability to recognize and name emotions, as well as students who can recognize their own emotions are better at self-management, which is another competency for SEL. So some questions to ask yourself as educators is, does the student make accurate statements about themselves? Does the student ask for help when they need it? Does the student understand emotions? Or does a student even show awareness of strengths or even help others? So if not, educators can help students identify emotions in the moment. They can also model identifying feelings. They can provide frequent feedback so students can understand their strengths. So building on emotion vocabulary, I got this from my professor, but we did read Springer. If you have never heard of Springer, it is an author, and they really talk about different SEL, classroom management as things as I stated before, and they really bring out a lot of information that can be very helpful for educators or even inspiring educators, and I really recommend reading the book. So a quote from this book was, once students can recognize their emotions, they learn skills to change them, which enables a focus on learning. And this is about building on emotion vocabulary. And building on emotion vocabulary can also help students become aware of what they are feeling, as well as giving them language to express those feelings. And heading on to zone of regulations. Zone of regulations is divided into 4 different colors. So blue is sad, tired, bored. Green is happy, calm, focused. And yellow is frustrated or worried. And red zone is angry and out of control. And each one has more different types of emotions and all that, but those are the main ones that I've listed. So I recommend, what I've learned as well, is emotion wheels, or even emotion thermometers or feeling thermometers, as well as check-ins. And that's where we're heading right now, is check-ins. Check-ins is a great way to find out how each student is feeling and helps them to become more aware of themselves, which is also stated from Springer. Structured ways to check in with students. So morning meeting cues are very helpful. I really recommend them. Some ways you can do it is in 5 or less words. How was your day yesterday? The best news I've had in the past week is blank, so they can sentence structures, so they help them, be able to like say what they're gonna say. And then those who are non-readers we can use like visuals or even emojis to help them express what they're feeling. And if students say good, just one word, as a response, ask what that means so you get more of an understanding of what they're feeling, because if they just say one word, it doesn't give you what you need, You need more than just good. And instructional strategies. So ask about emotions during read alouds, even model identifying feelings, exit tickets, writing prompts, even reflections or group work really help bring out those emotions and understandings. And some extra things that I personally think are very important is using growth mindset practices. Those have really, I've noticed in the classes that I've been student teaching or been in the classroom to observing, that's been really like top tier and have been helpful in a lot of the classrooms that I've been in. I also recommend emotion charades. So this is where students can act out how they're feeling by doing charades. And even I am identity shields, which is like they write about their identities and like say how they're feeling. It's just overall really helpful in general. So next, that's all I've got for this one. As stated before, the next few next few videos are going to be talking about the other 4 competencies. So next one might be like social awareness or relationship skills or decision making. And I'm also going to be talking about tier 1 interventions, classroom management, such as like behaviors, might even be talking about routines, procedures, as well as, I already said relationship skills, I think, but all those type of good stuff that educators need to learn to help better understand their students, to even use in the classroom. It's very helpful. But yeah, thank you for watching.